Men have completely lost their ability to attract women, and it has gotten so bad that men are too scared to even look a woman in the eye.
You wanna sit more on my living room floor, play Nintendo with Seasonino.
Dating is one of the few places where, as a man, you can't hide from yourself and you can't hide from your character deficiencies and insecurities. In the modern day, with technology, with smartphones, with social media, you can hide. You can hide behind a screen, you can hide behind your online persona, you can hide behind the technology that is between you and the girl, whether it's on a dating app, whether it's on Instagram. But once you get in front of the girl, once you're face to face, you can no longer hide. Dating is one of the last bastions where you can't run away from who you are. Once you look a girl in the eyes, she is going to see you for what you are. And this is why dating has gotten so difficult for men in 2023. There's a concept in the space nowadays known as hoflation, meaning you have to work 4 times as hard to attract a woman who's 4 times worse than your grandma was. And although this may be a little bit true or have a kernel of truth, the actual truth is men are more unimpressive than ever. And that is the reason they can't attract the quality of women that they like. They can't even look a girl in the eyes anymore. They can't even have basic charm or finesse in social situations. They can't even make the plans for a first date. Guys struggle to even go on Google Maps and choose a place to bring a girl out on a date. How can you expect to attract a quality mate if you yourself are not a quality man? And what's made all of this worse, the reason that dating and the manosphere and masculinity has come to the forefront of the culture war is because for the last 2 or 3 years, everyone was stuck inside thanks to COVID, and people's reliance on technology and hiding away from the world, hiding away from social person-to-person interactions only got worse. Most of you guys watching this, most of your interactions with women take place online. And although there's massive benefits to being able to swipe on a dating app and match with 5 or 10 girls in a day and set up 2 or 3 dates per week on autopilot from apps or from Instagram, the downfall is that most guys are not actually getting these sorts of results. And it is because men are not able to interact with a woman in the real world. And if you can't interact with a woman in the real world, you're not going to know what it takes to interact with a woman in the digital world. The dating game has completely changed, but in a lot of ways, it's still the same. If you're a man who knows how to communicate, if you're a man who knows what he wants, who goes after what he wants, and if you're a man who's willing to go out there and face rejection and actually take the initiative and take the action necessary to get what you want, you can still win. And in that regard, it's easier than ever because there are more men who are checked out of the game than ever. So as long as you are a participant, as long as you are a man in the arena, it is almost impossible for you to lose. The new generation of men has become too reliant on apps and club hookup culture. And although these may be easy ways to attract women, and there's certainly benefits to attracting women in all of the new technological ways that are out there, the problem is that the apps and hooking up with girls in a club is not real life. When you are day to day out at the coffee shop with a girl, when you're out and about on a date with a woman, when it comes time to build a relationship with a woman and actually build a real human to human emotional connection with her, most guys fall flat, which is why most guys can't lock down a girlfriend, why most guys can't get more than a certain first date. It's because they lack the social and people skills that your father had, your grandfather had, who didn't have these apps, who didn't jump to the front of the line and jump right to the chase of just hooking up with a girl in the club or just hooking up with a girl straight off Tinder. These smartphones, although they make dating easier and more scalable than ever, and you should absolutely be using it to master your dating life, they've also made you worse off than ever, because now all you do is pull out your phone and order DoorDash. All you do is order Uber Eats. You don't need to go and conversate and talk with the barista. You don't need to go and have a relationship with the waiter or the manager or the owner of your favorite restaurant. You don't even know the people who are making your food. And because of this, you don't get the social reps. You don't get the reps of building real, genuine emotional connections with people. So when it comes time to do it in the most difficult and also the most raw form, you become afraid, you become passive, you start playing defensively. And this is why men are more cucked than ever around women. They're more supplicating than ever around women because they can't hide. There's no smartphone, there's no barrier in between the two of you. It is just you in your most raw form, and all it is you, who you are as a man. And because men are more unimpressive than ever, when they are in their raw form in front of a woman, building that human and emotional connection, they continuously come up short. And that's why she doesn't text you back after your date. That's why you can't even get a date, because if you can't do it in person, how are you going to do it over text? And because smartphones and technology have made you softer and more cucked than ever, as a man who's trying to actually go out there and build real, genuine connections with women who are potentially going to bring your future children into the world. The saddest and most disappointing part of the entire thing is that you as a man don't even try anymore. Genuinely ask yourself, how many girls have you approached this week? If the answer is 0 and you are not happy with your dating life, then stop watching this video right now, just shut the fuck up and don't come back. Don't complain about your dating life. Don't complain about female nature. Don't complain about the dating market in 2023 so you've gone out and approached 3 girls. It's very, very simple. It's very simple. Everyone feels entitled to complain about dating, but they don't feel entitled to take action and invest into things that are going to get them results in their dating life. If you're a guy who's reliant on the apps, you're like, hey, I don't have time to go out and approach girls. Sure, okay. How many times have you actually gone out and said, you know what? I'm gonna go out and take photos that are just for my dating app. I'm not gonna take a bunch of half-ass photos for my Instagram profile with shitty lighting that don't show off my best self. How many times have you actually sat down and thought, I'm gonna write a bio that is compelling, spikes emotion, and really showcases who I am and is going to get the girl excited about meeting me? How many times have you sat down and thought, what is the best opening line? Maybe saying, hey, cutie, is not the best opener. When have you actually sat down and had some level of intentionality towards your dating life, whether it's approaching girls in person, whether it's your dating apps, whether it's your Instagram, whether it's going to the club? When have you actually given it the commitment and the investment necessary to take things to the next level? Because the question you should be asking yourself is, why would you expect extraordinary results if you're only putting in an ordinary amount of effort? And deep down, most men actually know this in the modern day. That's why this whole red pill movement is popular. That's why men are walking around with this more repressed cuck energy than ever. Because you know, if you want to go out and make more money in your career, you have to go out and fucking get after it. If you want to go make more money at your job, you have to hustle. You have to network with people in your company. You have to go and provide more value to that company so that they'll start paying you more. You have to go out and increase your skills, increase your knowledge, go out and acquire more information so that you can utilize it to make you more money. With your fitness, you're going to go sign up for a gym membership. You're going to get on a diet plan. You're going to get on a workout routine. Maybe you're doing some push-pull legs. You're in the gym 4 or 5 days a week. You're actively putting in the effort necessary to get the results you want. You understand this on a fundamental level. For your career, for your fitness, if you want something, you have to go out and invest and do it. Yet when it comes to your dating life, because you've been sold Disney fairy tales that the right one is just going to fall into place when you need it, or the equally stupid red pill fairy tale of, oh bro, just get rich, just get jacked, just get good looking, just become successful and girls will just come. I promise you, just because you're rich, girls are not going to magically show up and ask to have sex with you. Girls are not going to magically show up and want to marry you, because at the end of the day, relationships are about people, and people are emotional. Relationships are emotional. A woman will choose the man who makes her feel the best, not the man who makes the most money. And for so many of you, when it comes to your dating life, you bury your head in the sand like a little bitch because you're afraid of rejection. You're afraid to take accountability for yourself. Because if you take accountability, you are admitting, it is an admission that you are the one at fault, that you are responsible for your lack of relationship, for your lack of dates, for your lack of bitches. And if you have to take accountability, and if you want to actually go for the goals that you say you want, you have to actually take that first painful step out of your comfort zone and into the unknown. And most of you are not ready for that.